We got another one of these. 3D is not better than 2D by Mr. Sebooski. Tell me, enlighten me. Why fictional 2D JPEGs are better in 3D. Usually the talking points around this kind of content is rooted in like, a 3D girl would never betray me. A 3D girl is icky and gross, but a 2D girl is holy and pure and just made for me. If you truly think like this, I just want you to understand that every second that passes, your favorite anime waifu, statistically, there's probably like 700 random dudes jacking off and shooting their load every second to your favorite waifu. So I just want you to understand that that talking point, it doesn't really hold well.
3D women versus 2D women. A debate old as time, dating back to the prehistoric era. Homo sapiens have never been able to truly figure out the answer to this question.
Homo sapiens? We going back to caveman times? Well, it's actually proven, right, that they found old relics, old ass like drawings in caves where it's like stickmen, but there's some sort of like, you know, innuendo. Like, you know, it's like one stick figure just bent over another one from behind. So like, you know, back in the day, they were getting off the 2D too, I guess.
On the internet today, you'll see many popular influencers spread propaganda against 2D women. It has become the status quo to downplay the greatness of anime waifus and hype up real women. We just keep putting these real women on a pedestal. And you know what? After thousands and thousands...
Is that Jenna Limiari? Is that Jenna? I can't really tell from this angle. But listen, there's a spectrum, right? Sometimes people get lost in the sauce of putting women on a pedestal and just becoming ultimate simps. And then later on, they realize that like it's pointless. And then they usually turn to incels and have like a very negative mindset towards women forever. There's all kinds of women. There's all kinds of men. And let's just keep going.
After thousands and thousands of years of human history, I have found the definitive answer.
Okay.
I can guarantee you by the end of this video, you will have joined my side in this conquest if you haven't already.
All right.
I can't believe I had to say this though, but 2D women are better than real women, and it's time to wake the hell up.
Tell me.
The masses have been brainwashed by the left into thinking otherwise. Saying you prefer your favorite anime waifu over a real girl in 2024 is still taboo. You'll hear these alpha male dating coaches give advice on meeting 3D women by cold approaching. Let me ask you guys something.
The alpha dating coaches, honestly, this shit is, oh my god, it is so cringe. I never understood how profitable this kind of, you know, business is. Because the best way to profit online is to take advantage of lonely young men. Most people do not grow up with a strong role model, a father figure, someone to look up to. They're insecure, weak-minded, have no individualism, have any critical thinking, and they latch onto these dudes that show up and say, I got a Bugatti. I get hoes. You want to be rich? You're 15-year-olds and you don't have a Lambo and you don't got like 10 hoes? What's wrong with you? And then they're like, oh I want to be cool. They think that this is like peak masculinity. They think that like being misogynistic and being consumed by materialistic goods is like peak masculinity. And it's so easy to farm that shit that it's so fucking cringe. And to an extent, what we're doing right now, it's not too different. Me taking advantage of the loneliness and the desperation of young weebs online. But at the very least, I just let you know how it is. I never let you guys get too parasocial with me and I say, oh, you're my family. I love you guys so much. I don't know what I would do without you. No, I feel like you're owed at least that line of respect where I don't want to give you the illusion of like, I'm your daddy, I'm your big bro. No, we're just here to watch anime. We're enjoying ourselves and we can fuck off.
Women by cold approaching. Let me ask you guys something. When the hell has cold approaching ever actually worked? You're putting yourself in an awkward situation with this cute...
That's a little bit of a self-report. Cold approaching, while it may not work for some people, it definitely works for other people, myself included. Like, it's worked. It's probably because, okay, you know this meme? Sexual harassment versus Riz. There's a funny image to basically, where is this shit? Where is this shit? I want the original template. Yeah, this one. You know this one? Looking good, Susan. Aw, you're so sweet. Looking good, Susan. Hello, human resources? So, like, yeah, sometimes if you look like the guy in the bottom, and because we are superficial, irrational creatures that are so vain that we judge the outward appearance first, sometimes cold approaching is not gonna work, right? And that's not to say that women are bad or inherently evil. It's just that this is the game we're playing, and you have to groom yourself and at least make yourself presentable and be confident and charismatic so that the risk doesn't become sexual harassment.
Girl, and 99.9% of the time, things won't go nowhere. Meanwhile, you got a 100% success rate of bagging your 2D girl. You guys will see those scripts.
Listen, you got a 100% success rate bagging a 2D girl? You are getting cucked right now. You think you're Natsuki Subaru? You think this is real? You're not bagging Amelia here. You're watching another dude bag Amelia. If you're self-inserting yourself as the MC of a fucking show like this and you think that you're getting women, like, come on, man. That's also just as bad as the other spectrum where you're fucking buying, you know, courses from alpha guru, you know, types saying this is how you get bitches.
100% success rate of bagging your 2D girl. You guys will see those scripted fake Riz videos and think shit is sweet. How about instead of cold approaching 3D women for their number, you walk up to them and say how much better your 2D girl is compared to them? Let me spit.
That's a terrible idea. What do you wait. What kind of reaction would a normie girl, not even a person that watches anime, but I'm talking about like just like completely normie girl just existing, gets approached by a weeb? It's just like, my 2D pillow of Kurumi is way hotter than you could ever be. What do you think they're gonna think? Do you think they're gonna be like, oh, gasp, I, as a 3D onna, has been, I'm just nothing? I'm so jealous of this 2D girl that you have. Oh my god. I don't think that's a very good idea.
Some game to you. The other day on Black Friday, I was at a Target looking for a blank body pillow to put a life-size Amelia poster on, and that's when this 5'3" Latina girl with a wolf cut and round glasses walked up to me. Now, to put it into perspective for all the normies out there, an interaction with a 3D woman is much, much harder than one with a 2D girl. But
you're not interacting with the 2D girl, though. You're watching another dude fucking say shit as you imagine that you're in the shoes of that dude talking to that 2D girl. Yeah, talking to girls is scary, right? You don't want to get rejected, right? You don't want to be made a fool of. What if they call you cringe? What if they think that you're a loser, right? But at that point, listen, if you have an anime body pillow, and I'm not saying that this guy has an anime body pillow outside in public, he was simply at Target trying to look for some accessories for Amelia body pillow, but like, if you actually have a body pillow outside, then you're walking around, and like a group of girls says, ew, at that point, you know what you should do? You should ignore them. Obviously, this is an extreme example, but who cares what they think? You should have the confidence to be like, you think this is cringe? I like my waifu body pillow. Fuck you. 2D better in 3D. Stand up for yourself. Don't be like, oh no, these 3D girls hates me, so I need to now, you know, be reclusive and hide in my basement with my anime waifu pillows. Like, there's two different things happening right now. Do you understand? One side is being pressured by societal norms and then being an outcast and then going to hide and being reclusive and using these body pillows as like a coping mechanism. And on the other hand is you don't give a fuck what other people think because you know who you are. And even if society shuns you for these hobbies, as long as you're not hurting anybody, you should be confident enough to say, fuck you, I'm going to do what I want. And in that aspect, I think that's actually really cool.
But I could tell she was a bit shy, so I was able to hold my ground, and she started talking to me about stuff like, what's my name? Am I from here? You get the memo. Boring, typical small talk. 30 seconds of this absolutely insane conversation goes by, and I couldn't hold it in no more. At the top of my lungs, I yelled out, I love Amelia! And when
no, you didn't. No, this is fake. There's no way this is real.
I went on a 2-minute tangent about my glorious silver-haired elf queen. Before that point, I've never spoken my deep, passionate love for my 2D waifu into reality. Ever since then, a new perspective has been unlocked for me, and I can see it all now. It's like it's To Pimp a Butterfly when Kendrick went to Africa and came back home a different man. Life-changing perspectives was revealed to him. As for me, gone are the days where I desire a 3D women relationship. And on the 1 in a bajillion chance you, of all people, somehow get a real girl, great. You now got all these responsibilities to worry about. Being with a 3D woman will cost you your money.
Okay. Let's backtrack that. So far. Before we get to the next section, so this guy got approached by a baddie Latina at Target, had a genuine conversation just to, break the ice. I know this is most likely bait, right? There's no way this is real, but I'm taking it seriously though. Then they're like having a genuine conversation. They're trying to get to know you, and you being so autistic, you're like, this is boring normie talk. I love Amelia, and then you walked away thinking you're so cool. And now the new perspective has been opened. This sounds like a dude that is literally tripping in the school cafeteria as your fanny pack unlaunches all the tater tot that's been there as everyone makes points at you and laughs at you, and you're thinking it's cool right now. The I love Amelia part. What if that girl actually watched ReZero and loves Amelia too? How would they feel? How would this person feel if that Latina was actually a ReZero enjoyer and also was at Target to get an accessory for an Amelia body pillow? Very rare, but what if it happened? Would this person then say, you know what, 3D ain't too bad? Or would they say, no, this is my waifu, you can't have her? Yuri, get out of here, you're cucking me.
Mental sanity and your energy. Let's face it, guys, 3D women can be expensive, especially if you're in the West. With the way inflation been guessing up on us, cost of living, rent.
Yeah. Dates, right? Gifts, activities, anything you do, right? If you have like a girlfriend, it's gonna be expensive for sure. Now, I would say that on the other spectrum, a degenerate weeb might actually spend more money for their 2D shit, figurines, body pillows, fucking, I don't know, maybe they might even commission fan art, right? It goes both hands.
Discord Nitro, ain't nobody with a normal salary got the facilities to pull it off. If you got a 2D girl, the motherfucker is
But here's the thing. A lot of people have this twisted perception again of dating and what women want. And because of these toxic as like alpha masculine gurus, right? They're always like, you gotta be a fucking millionaire. You gotta have these sports cars. The hoes won't want you. And there's definitely a subsection of girls that only care about those kind of things. But you're already playing the wrong game. A girl or a guy, if you're truly bonded with them, and if you truly understand each other and there's love there, it's not for the money. The first date, straight up, should never be an expensive date. Should never be something you're trying to impress the other person. Because first of all, you're already setting this expectation that like, oh shit, went to this high-end restaurant. This guy's got it all planned out. No, love shouldn't be based on financial like security, although that is an important thing that both parties have some, sort of career and some sort of like motivation to move forward to, build, a family, a livelihood. But I think that if you take a girl to Taco Bell for the first date and they're upset about it, yeah, maybe there's a good reason you took them to fast food. But if they were really into you, I bet you they wouldn't care, because it's not about what you're doing. It's about who you're doing with. The money does not matter. But so many people are obsessed with this like perception that women only care about materialistic goods. And if you're not made, if you don't have money, then you're broken, you can't date. That is so wrong. And if you're already playing that game of chasing those kind of girls, you're lost in the sauce, man. You're playing a losing game.
Practically free as long as you got a phone. That puts 2D girls up 1-0. After that, you gotta worry about if the 3D girl's gonna cheat on you or not. These days...
Again, what did I say in the beginning of the video? The initial talking point is, a lot of dudes are very insecure and cheating definitely happens, right? What a heartbreak. But your 2D, do you really think that you monopolize Amelia? You really think that? I guarantee you. So many dudes are shooting Rose or Amelia. You don't have Amelia. It's just, you're getting cucked. If you're playing this game, you're already cucked.
With social media and the current Gen Z dating landscape, you never know what type of shit might happen. 2D girls, on the other hand, they will never ever cheat on you. That puts 2D girls up 2-0.
Again, no. Never ever cheat on you. There's a dude wearing a VR headset that has an Onahol position with a piston pump motion at his hip level while watching Amelia through VR. You have no clue. You have no clue that your favorite girl right now is taking back shots by multiple dudes at once. This talking point does not make sense.
What about monogamy? With 3D girls, it's normalized to be stuck with one at a time. 2D girls, on the other hand, you can put that bitch in a harem.
See, here's the thing, right? This kind of mindset is rooted in insecurity and your lack of confidence. Because if you cared about the girl, you wouldn't want a harem. Well, maybe you want to be polygamous, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But this like insecurity of, oh my god, they're gonna cheat on me. Plus, it's just like, oh, plus I can have more bitches, you know, by having 2D. I mean, you could honestly have a 3D harem too. You could. There's like a guy in Japan right now, right? Who does like fucking nothing but have so many wives. That story went viral.
3, 4, 5, 10. It don't matter how many you want. 3-0, 2D girls. Then you gotta worry about if you're enough for the 3D girl. Are you doing enough to please her? What if she gets bored of you one day and then it's all wraps?
Well, maybe you have some self-reflection to do. Maybe you're not being the best partner. Because if you're truly in a strong relationship, both sides want to help each other grow. And when things are bad, you want to help them get better. It's a teamwork thing. But if you're insecure that they'll just leave you, that means that A, maybe they're just a terrible person and you in the need of help aren't getting what you need. Or B, maybe you truly are a lost cause and you need to do some self-reflection. Everything about this concept of, oh, a 2D girl would never cheat on me, I can also have multiple 2D girls, and a 2D girl would never leave me, it's just all about like your perception of yourself. If you were truly a confident person, you wouldn't have these worries. You would genuinely never have these worries because you know who you are. And if you're a good partner, and if you met someone that's also a great partner, that'd be great. You can work on yourself together. But if you're an insecure person that thinks that like people will just leave you, it's a self-report of who you are currently. Thank you, Red Chocobo, for the 4 months at tier 1. Appreciate it.
Fellas, with 2D girls, this problem is nothing. Your 2D girl will never ever leave you, and if anything, they are the ones that should be worried if I get bored of them. That puts 2D girls up 4-0 over 3D.
Again, this mindset is the biggest self-report. Listen again.
Leave you, and if anything, they are the ones that should be worried if I get bored of them.
That applies to 3D as well. But people are so stuck in this mindset. They objectify women as these harbingers of greed, these gold diggers. Like this situation literally applies in real life. If you truly believe in yourself and you thought that the other side was not keeping up or wasn't being a great partner, you could leave too. But that recognition doesn't happen because people who have this mindset look at themselves as absolute losers who have nothing and are afraid that people will just leave them. Rather than doing introspection and reflection and growing, they would rather have these sweet lies where you can be your loser self. You don't have to grow and you don't have to do anything. And you'll have these body pillows all around you so that you can have the comfort. But nothing happens when you're comfortable. If you want to truly grow and change yourself to be better, and I'm not saying conform to society, but like be the best version of yourself, you need to put yourself in uncomfortable positions.
That puts 2D girls up 4-0 over 3D women. A clean sweep. We ain't seen a sweep like this since Warriors versus Cavs. Now, a popular argument against 2D women is that, well, they aren't real. To that I say, cope. Thanks to technological advancement, you can simulate your 2D girl as real as it gets.
I do agree with this though, and the technology is going to get way better. We're a decade away from Apple launching. Like, you know how everyone has an iPhone? How about an iWaifu? I truly believe the technology will get there with the, explosion of AI growing at such a fast rate. Like, have you guys seen that movie Blade Runner? Basically, it's about like artificial humans. Well, it's more than that. But there is this like product. There's this megacorp, basically could be Apple, and they have this product line series where it's just like a partner. And it's just like a hologram, kind of. But it's like a partner for you. It's just you can have your favorite waifu and they can be real and it'll just be there for you. I genuinely believe that is the future.
grab a VR headset and cling onto your body pillow. That's all you're gonna need. And I mean, if you don't want to do all that though, luckily you got apps like Character AI, Janitor AI, Poly AI. Shit, you can even use ChatGPT. These anime bitches will talk to you for free. Not to mention, your 2D girl will be able to protect you from any situation. You could put 500 Prime Amanda Nunez's in front of Amelia, and they all gonna get wiped down in seconds. The power scaling between 2D girls and 3D women isn't even fair. And if
well, yeah, because you're comparing a fucking robot versus you're comparing a Terminator waifu with like a human girl, you know?
If you're somebody that's kind of in the middle of all this, like you're unsure which side is better, think of it like this. Simping for a woman celebrity is 1,000 times worse than simping for a fictional character. If you're down bad, you gonna be sending the 3D girl.
Sorry, I blanked for a bit. Also, Sophie Rain apparently made like $4.3 million per month. I don't know if the $43 million is actually true, but it is crazy, huh? It is crazy that there's that many desperate men online that's willing to, you know, send money like that. Making more money than actual fucking NBA players.
Think of it like this. Simping for a woman celebrity is 1,000 times worse than simping for a fictional character.
Simping for a celebrity is worse than simping for an anime character. I mean, it doesn't hurt anybody. At the end of the day, it's both delusions. One is real, one isn't. Why is this bad? Probably because of the number figure, right? Because like, oh, you simp, therefore this hoe is rich and she doesn't deserve it because she's not talented. She's just getting carried by looks. I think some people have that mindset and therefore is negative towards simping for like OnlyFans girls. I could understand that.
Worse than simping for a fictional character. If you're down bad, you gonna be sending the 3D girl celeb your money, whether it be.
Oh, yeah, this is fucking crazy. This dude, I remember a couple months ago, dude, the amount of money this dude was donating her, fucking crazy.
Through OnlyFans or Twitch donations. With a 2D girl, you ain't ever gonna be doing none of that. Not to mention, it is scientifically proven that men are happier with a 2D girl than a 3D woman.
Is it? No. What do you mean? Hold up.
Scientifically proven that men are happier with a 2D.
Where's the study? Where's the source?
Girl than a 3D woman. It's stated that men feel more at peace with 2D girls. There's a reason why the guy that legally married Hatsune.
Also, I don't know where the studies are, but source, trust me, bro. This okay. There was an example of a Japanese dude that actually did marry like Miku, but I forget it was Miku or like a different just like 2D girl. Anyways, there was this product he was married to. And it was like this like machine that would have like, you know, the anime girl. But then that company stopped. As in like they stopped making that machine. They stopped supporting that product. Therefore, that anime girl just disappeared. And I'm like, this is fucked up. Bro just lost his wife because the company who made his wife decided to discontinue the product. And I was like, oh, this is fucked up.
Miku is living his best life. Before I go though, I need to set some boundaries. Just like with 3D women, age of consent applies to 2D girls. You lolicon motherfuckers is what makes us look bad. You'll sit there on these anime forums talking about how
I do appreciate the lolicon slander at the end of the video.
much you love your 2,000-year-old waifu. Buddy, you're cooked. She looks like a kid, talks like a kid, and is a kid. That could be a whole video on itself, but for now,
please make one.
Hope after seeing this, you come to the light. You and I, we share the same vision.
We share the same waifu. What are you talking about? Amelia 8 years, bro.
3D is not better than 2D.
I mean, I love how we also didn't, you know, talk about like reproduction at the end, huh? And I'm not saying that 3D real girls exist simply as a means of breeding, but like, this is how you wipe out your lineage, your family history. It ends with you. As you fucking masturbate into the void to Amelia. If you don't care about like preservation of your family line, not that it's like the most important thing, but like that should have been one talking point. But obviously he's gonna leave that out because that's not a that's a terrible fucking look for, you know, 2D enjoyers. And listen, this is a joke video. There's no need to be like, oh my god, this guy's a fucking incel. I can't believe he said no. This is a joke video. We're just having fun right now. But at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with enjoying, you know, 2D girls, right? You have your fantasies. Do you want to fucking, you know, or shoot a rope to your favorite, you know, 2D girls? Nothing wrong with that. But again, just like what I said in the beginning, not the beginning, but the mid part. Remember how I just differentiated two types of people? The first category of people are the ones that get shunned by society. And rather than standing up for themselves, they then retract into their little shells and feel like outcasts, and therefore they need to indulge themselves by coping with these kind of behavior. And then the other category is, even if societal expectations shuns you, you don't care about it because you're a confident person. You know what you want. You know who you are. Therefore, you're going to say, fuck you, I'm going to enjoy this. If that is how you enjoy 2D girls, I think that's perfectly fine. Not hurting anybody, right? Other than your family bloodline, I guess. Everything's going to be fine. Your parents might look at you weird. But again, who cares? It's all about knowing who you are, being confident, and then just living your best life. Please go give Mr. Sebooski a like on the video. Here's a link. And I will see you guys next time.